In the bid to curb the escalating threats and of terrorism and transnational crimes, the Minister of Police Affairs, Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, has called for a comprehensive and multifaceted strategy. Speaking at the Stakeholders Conference on Security, themed A Path to Regional Cooperation, held at Rockview Hotels in Abuja, Gaidam emphasized the need for integrated efforts across security agencies. At the conference organized in collaboration with the Nigerian Police Force and the National Central Bureau, Gaidam outlined that modern challenges posed by terrorism require the adoption of international standards in border management, advanced surveillance technologies, and enhanced data integration. He stressed that implementing sound practices in border control and cooperative intelligence sharing with Interpol member countries in West Africa would significantly bolster regional security. By integrating biometric systems, a IMU-T border checkpoint, deploying surveillance drones, and harnessing data analytics, Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has taken significant strides towards mitigating threats from Boko Haram, bandits, and other criminal elements, said Gaidam. He added that collective action among all stakeholders is vital to overcoming the security challenges and positioning Africa as a bastion of stability and progress. The Minister of Police Affairs calling for holistic approach. Before you dive into the story, we've heard of the notorious bandit leader Bello Toji. Severally we've heard, okay, he's been chased, he's almost they killed his gang members, but it seems like it's a mouse and rat game. So looking at the minister calling for a holistic approach, what's your take on the story?
It's very simple and straight. It's a fallout from what we just discussed initially. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We can pretend for all there is to pretend about. It is a web, as far as I'm concerned, and until we until we decide to do the needful, we just continue on this trajectory of a secular motion. And for me, Gaidam is just another Nigerian who is educated, they could make good speeches, and a good one has been made. Ask yourself, a country that is bedeviled, I am giving out professional advice very freely. And I can tell you there are so many Nigerians who have equally been in this same position at different spheres, different forums, even in bigger global forums to give the same advices. A country that is bedeviled by insecurity of this magnitude cannot see census as a luxury. Because by now, we should be able to know who is a Nigerian and how many Nigerians are in Nigeria. But for crying out loud, you have a political space where everything is politics. Till date, I tell people, when you go to Aba, for you to go to Aba and come back, and for somebody to tell you that there's another town that is more populated than Aba, you begin to ask yourself, are your eyes turning you? Do you have some issues with your brain and your eyes? But when it comes to allocations and Nigerian census, as I believe it has been what it is, you find out that you come out to start seeing, we start playing games with these things. You know why? Because we do not really have patriots, and we do not really have people who really mean well for the country. Why is that so? At this point in time, we need to have census. Talking about biometrics, what is biometrics? Technology is everywhere.
Okay.
How can we be in a country today, in a country that is already the way it is, and all that the government understands about generating revenue, it's about tasking the Nigerian people. Tasking the Nigerian people against all odds. Now, a Nigerian young man who lives his life on the online cannot, in good faith, say he's happy or smiling home anymore, because whatever he was spending before is now double. A 50% tariff hike has been put in there. At the level of multi-choice, whatever you call their name, DSTV, whatever it is, people cannot even. You are paying so much, the highest in Africa. We are the largest consumers. Yes, we are paying so much. Then what do we have legislation for? Now we're talking about biometrics. It is not supposed to be something we're supposed to be talking about. It's supposed to be something we're acting on. Okay. By now, every state should have been able to know that this is our number of people in this state. This is the influx of people who come in and go out on a regular. But yet, with the level of insecurity in this country, we are not even willing to be doing that part. What we're thinking about is to buy a presidential yacht, renovate the vice president's apartments. We hear of rumors of people spraying money at the floor of the house for people to declare state of emergency and all. Come on, these are embarrassingly abysmal situations. Because why? A lot of people live in high heavens, whereas they decide to make the Nigerian place a living hell for the citizenry. And it is a pity because we just keep talking. And when you're talking, you come back to see people who want to come and sit in the comfort of their cocoons, spread their shoulders, and begin to turn their seats because they move with 10 or 15 police officers, security personnel. Some of them are moving not with just police officers alone. They are moving to JTF. It's a combined squad of military security personnel guarding them in the same Nigeria that they call a safe place. They call it. They are putting up a robust process for security. Which robust process? Let us be real. What's happening in the eastern Nigeria is happening there. We are seeing what's happening already in the south. We saw what transpired in the River State, upon which we are working here freely, are doing our things. We have declared a state of emergency. Whereas there are places in this country, nobody can dare to move freely. But yet we're still on as a country. What am I trying to say in essence? You cannot overemphasize the truth. And no matter how much you paint a lie, it still has loopholes here and there. A couple of minutes ago, we just saw a lie being painted. Oh, robust way, it is working, security. Now, we have seen another truth becoming just almost immediately. Listen, the truth is what it is. As it is today, the Nigerian state is unsafe, and the government of the day is not doing just taking any proactive step that is visible to the Nigerian, a common Nigerian on the street, to say the government is doing anything tangible. For us, we just believe that the government is just playing politics. They're just sharing money. They're doing little or nothing. And for us, I think it is a no-no. It is damn too bad. Something has to be done. And when you talk about biometrics, it is a pity that what works in every other place comes to Nigeria and it fails. And we don't get to know why. Look at the beavers that was brought into the Nigerian electionary process. Okay. The beavers was meant to give Nigeria what's it called? A better electionary process. And when it came, Nigerians welcomed it. That's why Nigerians strung out in their numbers to see to it that they have to do the needful. But the same Nigerian state that brought the beavers as an option, that same state as it were, were the ones that still stood to sabotage it. The owners of beavers came to say their machines worked properly. But the system itself put it off. The system itself shut it down. The system itself did what? Has anybody going to challenge it and ask why? Has anybody going to challenge it and ask why? That the Nigerian people have almost completely loosed up in the system. They're talking about biometrics tomorrow. You're talking about an iMute, booster, whatever for the track and stuff. Come on. If you go to the borders, who are the border securities? How are they properly equipped and trained? Are we really a country as it is today? Are we functional? So the questions are very many. There are plethora of them, and we need to keep asking these questions so that the person anyone that dares to wake up to his conscience someday, because somehow for us, we believe that people in governance have completely lost their consciences. They do not care, because if they do care, there are serious issues that government should look at. There are serious steps. As it is, I stress one thing. A country like Nigeria, with kind of issues we are facing today, censor should not be a luxury. It should be a paramount, passionate desire of any administration, and it should be pursued with all vigor and done in the best way possible, at least to reflect what we really have. Today, we say Nigeria is a population of about 200. Some people tell you that we are not anywhere close. Some people say we are far beyond there. What side will we take? However, I think it's imperative that government works out a mechanism. Begin to know who's a Nigerian. Okay. Know how many Nigerians are there. The last time report, they say we have over 1,400 something rafts to enter into this country. Come on. We're supposed to be a country. But for crying out loud, many rafts, how well are they being manned? And it is high time someone speaks truth to power, which is for us is that government is not serious, government is not doing enough, and government must be told.
All right, thanks. I one more question. Do you believe, or do you think a collective effort between the forces, the Nigerian police force, the naval, and the military, could could also pose as a holistic approach, apart from the census you spoke about, to tackling insecurity?
A one-time head of state of this country said, if insurgency lasts for more than 24 hours, they know that the government has a hand in it. That's a popular saying from the person of Abacha. People say, hey, don't take him serious. We'll take him serious. We once had a president who had the boldness to say that people that has terrorist sympathizers are within his administration. That was spoken and said by President Jonathan. Some Nigerians said they threw it bluff. They said if they are there, remove them from your government. And he told them, to fish them out is almost difficult. Now we have a country that has been given a blue paper, or a white paper, a green paper, a red paper, call it any name, by Interpol, a reputable international organization, telling you that these are possible sponsors of terrorism in this country. But the government of Nigeria clearly came out under the Buhari administration and told us that they will not shame them in public space. Is that a country or government that wants to fight insecurity? The answer is a clear no. I make bold to say that if the political class, which is government, decides that insecurity should stop and empowers the security agencies in the right command, insecurity has no place anywhere. Because you don't expect rat tags people, some of them we cannot even speak, we cannot construct a sentence, will be so professional and better equipped than the Nigerian army. People that is hiding will be better equipped than people that are looking for you, that have all the arsenals. They have the air force, they have the soldiers on the ground, you have the amphibians and all. You tell me that they are better equipped. The answer for me is a clear no. Somebody will say, why you sit down in the comfort of your office and say what you're saying when you don't know the terrain and all. The terrain is the terrain. Are they better equipped with the terrain than the Nigerian soldiers and Nigerian police who go to mountain tops where there are snakes and scorpions for training? So whether you like it or yes, I want to make bold to say that government, if government has the political willpower to say it has to end it now, at that point in time, government as well will empower the security agencies that will end it as it chooses to decides to do so. Until that time, until then, I tell you for free, we'll continue to run around circles. Do not forget, there is a place called the Nigerian gold market in Dubai. And we are pretending like we do not know. For it to be called the market, that is to say people go there and they see products. So who is supplying these products? And you want to stop insecurity, the governors, the politicians from those regions have to be called to a round table and given a marching order. If it is not done within hours or days, a form of government is used to replace such people. And I can bet you, when people understand that the government is serious to do something, I can tell you it will be nipped in the bud and the necessary things will be done. But until if we continue on this trajectory of party government, I can tell you that we'll just keep spending money, throwing money at issues that we should equally be able to send food soldiers and quell them.